What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I do TikTok about the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about G Herbo and some of his, I guess, old friends, we should say. So G Herbo one has been on another number of platforms recently. One, he has an album coming out soon. Just released one of the singles from it, Reason. But something crazy has transpired, which is what we are talking about today. So one of the No Limit guys, J-Dogg, he has passed away and he was shot and killed on their block. And this is a week after he basically said G Herbo couldn't come to the block. Basically, he got on the live and said a number of things, basically basically saying G Herbo is not, giving back to his hood. He's not helping his block, things of that sort. He was talking about how the block look, how ran down it is, and things of that sort.
These niggas got all this money, you know what I'm saying? Like, this what Fazo really, like, survived that out here. Like, cuz it's dirty. Look at these cribs, bro. Like, look at my block. Like, no bullshit. Like, no bullshit. You see this shit terrible. Look at all these abandoned cribs. Like, G Herbo, come take care of this shit, fo. Like, you get too much money, fo. Like, because it's like, motherfuckers ain't got tombstones, walls knocked down, no more stoves on certain blocks on Escanaba. Like, all we asking for is, we ain't want your money, bro. Open up something, bro. Give us something, like, This is a rock dad, y'all. Like, look at this, bro. Rock dad right here. You see this shit? Like, damn, G Herbo, you gonna come? This is your man's dad at. Like, no bullshit. Rock dad in front of the store. We can't even go in this bitch and buy liquor and do nothing. Like, this is Say Life of Exes, bro. Like, we can't do shit on our block, bro. Like, I'm just taking y'all around the hood of what's going on and why I'm so, like, threw off when he say he doing all this, when he can just open stores and don't gotta give us shit, and we can just come to the store ourselves and spend our money with you and you get them back in. Like, make it make sense. Turn, though. Keep going. 7824. If y'all know what this is, 7824 X's. This where this shit, like, kind of like real started. We NLMB, like, this the building. This shit still look fucked up on X's. It's terrible out here. Being the crib. Like, this shit fucked up. This what he shot. I be in them gangways at.
My personal opinion, I don't know what G Herbo is doing exactly for his community. I don't know what he has in the works, so I can't speak on that part of it. But specifically for he talking about how it looked, that is not what's going to help Chicago and, help the youth in Chicago. Because the real issue is the youth and a lack of leadership in the youth. Now, we, back in the day, when the GDs was in the BDs and you had the People's Nation and things of that sort. Yes, there were gangs and, yes, there were violent moments that occurred, but it was a lot less controlled and a lot more thought to it because, you had older people leadership and young people who respected the older people involved. So now, when they start sending everybody to jail and you'll see them people from Chicago or, who are around that age talk about it. People like Larry Hoover to jail and they start knocking down buildings like the Commonwealth buildings and things of that sort and sent people everywhere. It was a lack of leadership. You just got a bunch of young niggas who are hood young niggas with no leadership, and now you're putting them out there just basically to fend for themselves. So I say all that to say that the best thing to help Chicago, in my personal opinion, would be doing things to focus on the youth, giving them activities outside of school, hobbies outside of school that, interest them and keeps their mind focused on other things. Because even Chase Savage spoke on this as well. He talked about the Boys and Girls Club and how basically some nights he wouldn't even go to the block because he was at the Boys and Girls Club all night. And that's what I'm saying. You need activities like that to keep it off their mind or basically, give them another outlet. A lot of these kids see, everybody in their families in the streets. The streets is normal to them, and then until they get of the age where they're like, damn, it's not right. And by that time, it's too late usually. So they need something to look at, basically, is what I'm saying. So I think, focusing on the youth would be the best thing to help Chicago. Because it don't matter if I go buy this house on the block, fix it up. Yeah, I can get, maybe I can move a family in that needs it. But at the same time, these young niggas who still live in this area, they still gonna have the same options, still have the same problems going on. By fixing up their house, that's not really changing anything. Like, yeah, I could probably, free up some bills for them for a time period, but I'm not gonna be able to pay for them for the rest of their life. So My thing is, these young niggas out here, especially the ones that didn't get the new crib, but the thing, they op still gonna come through shooting this bitch up. These niggas is going to shoot these houses up if they look nice or not, basically. So that's what I'm saying. We have to, get out ahead of the problem and stop the gang shit. Nigga, rebuilding the house after, niggas then did all this and that, that's not going to fix shit. So I don't understand that. Now, that was a rant. I didn't even mean to get on the rant, but you see I'm a little passionate about it. But now, like I said, pertaining to the actual incident, like I said, he was shot in his back on his own block. Now, a couple days ago, Herbo was on the It's Up There podcast. I don't need to get on another tangent, but quick tangent. Who the fuck is Loon? Like, he'll get the biggest artist, he'll get Baby, Herbo. He had somebody else, like, within the last 2 weeks that I'm blanking on. But get like 100,000 views in this shit. He put a clip out or do his own shit. That shit get like 5,000 views. The shit crazy. I know who the fuck is Loon? I don't get it. Like, how does he know all these niggas and can bring all these niggas in? Anyway, he went on there and he talked about basically separating himself from the streets. Basically, now that, he's Herbo's, I know actually, if I'm doing my math right, he got to be like 29 this year, so he'll be 30 next year. He's getting up there. Not to say 30 years old, because I'm 23, but not to say 30 years old, but, you get tired of certain shit. And that's basically what he said. He's like, I'm tired of bonding y'all out, sending money to do things of that sort. And I can't be the one to do it because, nigga, keep doing it because, nigga, that's a RICO charge coming. Like, we already seen what happened with him in the credit cards and get in trouble for fraud and things of that sort, but...
Knowing, like, I'm really a product of the streets, bro, in the trenches. Like, I know it ain't no way around this shit. Like, you gonna die or go to jail if you want to still play with this shit. You can't even have 1 foot in or 1 foot out. You gotta have both feet out of the street.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And like, with me understanding that, I preach that shit as much as I can to my homies. And slowly but surely, like, over the years, like, I'm seeing, like, they don't want that shit for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my homies don't want to be in the streets. These real niggas that was outside every day in the hood, trapping, thugging, gang banging. These niggas that's trying to move to LA now. Like, I'm finna come out here and do this. We gonna chase this music shit with you, bro. We gonna follow your lead. But it really came from me making the decision to be like, man, I'm cutting all ties from that shit. I don't care what a nigga think about me. Nigga call me a bitch ass nigga 100 million times. I don't care. Like, I'm not even gonna feed into it. And you think I ain't had to have them uncomfortable conversations? You think nigga ain't told me I done left the hood and forgot about the hood and I'm a fuck nigga and I don't take care of niggas and I ain't the one bonding niggas out no more and paying for funerals? It's like, how many times I supposed to do for that shit? Do that shit. Like, what y'all want nigga to catch a RICO every time you niggas go to jail for a gun charge, a violent charge?
You coming.
I'm the one coming. Like, I'm the concierge or some shit.
Never.
Like, fuck no.
Yeah,
like,
never ever.
Yeah, like, and when I understood it that way, I'm like, bro, I gotta just go cold turkey. Like, I don't even care if a nigga can't even reach me. Like, for real, nigga can't even get me on the phone. Like, at all.
Because God done positioned you, bro. He done positioned you, and you ain't honoring the blessing if you playing in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You could really have nothing to do with that shit. You could really just be a nigga with a good heart that feel like you obligated to do that.
Because you grew up with niggas.
Exactly. And the police is spin it. Like, no, he the one running this shit. He the chief. You could have no knowledge about no murders, no nothing no niggas doing. You all the way out in LA living your life. You just a multi-millionaire. Where this shit ain't really hurting you all the way. It ain't hurting you financially, but it's hurting you mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying? Emotionally, spiritually, it's hurting. It's taking a lot from you. Where you got this survivor's guilt and you just paying to get niggas out every time they fuck up.
And then they draw you in.
And they draw you into this shit. Like, you the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta think, Herbo is $1 million nigga multiple times over. And y'all got me out here doing shit like I'm still poor. I understand exactly what Herbo is doing. You're supposed to, I'm not saying you're supposed to, you're supposed to separate from yourself from the streets, not leave people behind exactly, because there, are certain people, who being, having a street title and things of that sort definitely help your career when you are a street rapper and things of that sort. So I'm not saying leave them behind, but you have to start to live differently at a point. Like, either give them some type of legal role where I can pay you legally for you to do a job for me, like on my team and things of that sort. But I can't have you out here on the block still swinging and shooting at niggas and shit like that. That's not really going to help me. You could be security, something like that. But me being out here and y'all niggas still out here loose digging and y'all like, damn, we got $1 million nigga over here. He gonna get us out no matter what the fuck we do. That's not the right mindset to have, because nigga, y'all gonna keep getting in trouble, and then either it's gonna result in y'all death or y'all just gonna be sitting in the jail a long time, and where nobody can help you anyway. So you have to change that mindset. So G Herbo is 100% correct in my personal opinion for thinking about that. I get where people are like, you don't leave people behind. I think you try to help them. You know, you try to give them a chance to do something legally. But if they keep fucking up and doing the same shit, what the fuck can you do? Because you got other shit to do in your life. Now, as far as the situation, a lot of people, you know, are wondering if this is the back door, because he did get shot 6 times in his back. I don't know. You know, obviously, I don't, you know, a lot of people, you know, their first speculation is, damn, G Herbo got this nigga clipped and things of that sort. I don't know if I agree with that, because his anger seems to stem from, he doesn't think people were helping him a lot. Like, when the jail came back, he don't think people were helping him a lot, it seems like. Or was, I should say, my bad, RP, but I don't think he was an actual threat to people, let me say that. Because he had a gun, he was on the block. I don't know if G Herbo saw, not threat to people, but if G Herbo seen him as a threat enough. Oh, this nigga went video on live saying I ain't doing shit and I ain't doing the houses, y'all I'ma kill him. I don't know if that is exactly what he did, like brings a nigga to be like, yeah, we gotta off this nigga. Now, we can say, yeah, he wasn't with G Herbo, and, you know, he's still hanging out on the block, so that could be very dangerous, because we don't know what you're really thinking. But I don't know, you know, that could be it, you know? But I don't know if, you know, just going on video and saying G Herbo ain't do these houses is enough to, you know, to be like, yeah, let's off the nigga. So I'm not going to throw this on G Herbo, and I don't want to throw this because he was just talking about the Rico shit, so we don't want to just throw this on G Herbo. But he definitely, you know, in the bag on your block, he definitely probably did get unalived by somebody who was on No Limit, or on No Limit, or part of No Limit. But I mean, shit, a lot of these Chicago unalivings do go unsolved. You know, maybe this might go unsolved, or maybe we might get the backstory behind this and, you know, get a clearer picture. But at this time, it does look like an evident backdoor, but who exactly was involved, we don't know at the moment. But, you know, RP to him. But that's really all I gotta say, though. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, bottom video, and we out.